Yeah, well, the other thing I had to do this was for the action dictionaries. Like, I didn't realize lists did this too, but dictionaries definitely do this. So, like, when I was setting up new events, the action dictionary just got longer and longer because with each new event, like, it would remember the old actions from the previous event, which was awkward. That was a long time ago. So, yeah, I was gonna move I was gonna move the badge to the forehead, I guess, because why not? So, yeah, that's nice and noticeable. Should be. So what position is this? 25-3. 25-3. It looks like. Yeah. All right. So let's change that up. Uh, so. Oh, thank you. Thank you, if dog then. If dog then might be the smartest person in the channel. There's a lot of smart people in this channel, so that's saying a lot. But I've not. I don't think it has been proven or disproven whether if dog then is the smartest person in this channel. It's entirely possible that he is. And there are a lot of smart people in this channel, so it's saying a lot. 25-3, I think I said it was, right? 25-3, alright. So save that. Alright, let's rerun the script. Are we in the middle of an event? Yeah, we're in the middle of an event. But only ScopeBot's playing, so whatever. Sorry, ScopeBot. Alright, Finrybot. Let's see it. Let's see that badge. Finrybot, where are you? Saving the best for last. There he is. Look, Finrybot. Yeah, cool. So, yeah. We now have bonuses working. Yay! So, yeah, that's cool. Uh, oh, thank you, Aaron. Uh, Sorry, I just read the thing about, oh, self is the keyword for Python objects reference. I know what some of those words mean that you're saying. Like, is. I know what is means. I know what there means. Oops. I can't. I always double click to try and select. Oh, of course, Stack Over. Oh, is this one of those dumb things where, like, sites that I try and go to give me weird errors? Like, is no one getting the Stack Overflow errors except for me right now? Because, like, more and more websites just, like, disappear from my internet at arbitrary times, and it's really. I have no clue what's causing it. Uh, Lists are accessed. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, so I'm guessing dictionaries are also accessed by reference, not copied, because dictionaries were the last place that I encountered this error. Or the same, not error, but like the same flimby, whatchamacallit, I believe is the technical term. Oh, oops. There's just like a pixel of this thing sticking out and it's irking me. There we go, much better. Alright. Cool. So that was all I wanted to add. So now we're set up so that maybe at some point I'll make another script to copy the bonuses, to copy the alpha bonus into everyone's directory so that they all get the alpha bonus. Or the alpha badge, excuse me. DNS. Well, you know what's funny is I'm pretty sure I'm using like Google for my DNS, and Google is like the website that most frequently gets hit by this. So that's I guess the reason why I was thinking it probably wouldn't be my DNS, but I actually haven't tried new DNSs. So uh, yeah, I don't know. Uh, oh, I did the issue's resolved. So like the issue occurred here, but now it doesn't occur. So yeah, I mean I don't know. It's like you just have to like if I don't tell it that like you're supposed to be empty again, you're supposed to be like new and empty, like it would just think it was the old one. But if you tell it's supposed to be new and empty, like it doesn't, like that seems to do it. That seems to like do the trick. Like it doesn't empty the old one. It just like forks it. It's like, oh, now I am my own thing. I don't know what that's about. But I don't know. That's what I figured out when working with dictionaries, and so that's why I do it sometimes. And yeah, I guess I'd forgotten about it because I only started. I used like Huel Duck, or I don't know how to pronounce your name still, but welcome to the channel. I don't know why you get a song, but you do. Dot dot. Welcome. um, okay. All right. So events, I think, was the next thing I was going to change because I'm going to add in more events, I guess. I've been doing a lot of art stuff, so it might be nice to take a break and do something more conceptual. I mean, sorry, conceptual is not the right word because, of course, art can be conceptual, but like more not abstract. Of course, art can be abstract. More intangible, I guess, because art tends to be tangible. Whatever. I know art can be intangible. Whatever. And technically, what I'm working on is still art because it's all part of a project which itself constitutes art, and it's the written word, which is of course art. But whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing it anyways. Clearly, I'm not a wordsmith, which is great because I'm about to embark on some more writing. But first, before I do that, I'm going to restructure how the events are saved because we need to do a few things. Like right now, we're just assuming that there are only two actions. So for one thing, we need to make it so that there can be more than two actions. There can be any number of valid actions, really. The other thing we need to do is add in an indicator for whether an event should be allow multiple inputs or not. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, you mean like, so wait, you're saying if in the definition for adventure I put in self bonuses? Like, are you saying to put it here? Because that would be cool. No, no, you're not. Apparently not. Nope, never mind. Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was what you meant. Like, I thought you were saying like there's a way I could do it once and never have to worry about it. But yeah, I mean, this is the only part where we deal with bonuses. So, eh. That yeah, I don't know. Thank you for explaining it though, because like it was one of those things that like I could tell you how it happens, but I couldn't tell you like quite why, or like I would do it using weird abstract terms, not like the actual vernacular. So that's better. That is a step up. I feel like a slightly more competent dev at this point. But oh, an init function. All right. Yeah, we good. We Gucci. No. I don't know why I thought I could use that term. I was like, hey, maybe I can use that. And no. All right. I can't hear my voice, but I can hear myself speak. So events, right? So I think those are the only two things that we have to change. But those two changes to events kind of imply a lot because of the way I've set up events. So let's start hacking at this. This is going to be another one of those things where I hope the game doesn't crash because I'm going to put the game in a state where I can't restart the script. So hopefully it'll just keep running until it's time to start the script again. All right, so yeah, right. Oh no, actually this is fairly easy. I'm gonna redo some of the file to show how easy it is, and then I'll put it back. Oh well. All right, I guess it's not like. Yeah, this could be a little weird. How do I want to do this? Oh no! Oh no! I have. I'm using. Yeah, no. This is actually gonna be really easy because I'm just using. Yeah, no. This is great. Back when I set up the event system originally, I wasn't using. regex, regular expressions. So, uh, oh, does init get called automatically? Like, does underbar init get called automatically? I guess, because that makes sense, right? That would be convenient. Because then if I did it that way, if anyone looked at my code, they wouldn't be like, "What idiot wrote this?" They'd be like, "Oh, that idiot wrote this." No, they'd be like, they'd be like, "Oh, I understand what that idiot meant to write." Cool. All right. Yeah, like I said, if dog then. Science has not disproven whether he is the smartest person here. He very well could be. Which, to reiterate, is saying a lot because we get a lot of smart people in here. Oh yeah, the pirate gang. That's tough because the pirate game, they are smarter children, basically. So, all right. So yeah. What do I want to do here? I think it might be time to cut cower. Finally, cut cower and fear, or else I have to go back to supporting cower as like a non-action. No, I could just support cower as a non-action. Oh, but then there's shiver. So, let him in. Hey, how's it going? Uh, oh wow, nice. I like math, and I like, I like doing math. So if your robot can do math, I like your robot. Oh, okay. Can anyone give it commands? Um, no, it didn't accept my commands. I was hoping it would do that math problem for me. I typed math. What is the meaning of life? And it didn't. It didn't respond. Maybe it's still calculating. If we don't hear back from light up man, I might have I might have destroyed his. Oh no, there he is. It's just ignoring me. All right. All right. So yeah, how do I want to restructure this data? I want to get rid of this redundancy. So yeah, there'll still be the event type number, and then I don't know. I guess like 0 because it's not multi, and then get rid of these. Put these into the thing. We chase the scoundrels. Put out the fire. And then I think it's time to just cut cower and fear. But maybe I should put in like a legit third option. I could just like I could just take out the action phrase. We chase the scoundrels, put out the fire, or cower and fear. No, it's fun. It's not funny without the hashtag. I could support the hashtag and then always have it as the last option and then always drop the last option. That's one possibility. So no matter how many options there are, the last one always gets dropped because the last one is always like, I feel like I'd probably accidentally. No, I'm just gonna put in an exclude list. So cower is a fake option, I guess. Alright, so the new setup is that the first line is the type, the second line is whether it's multi, the third line is like not only the text but also the actions embedded. The fourth line is actions to exclude, I guess. That seems funny, but whatever. And then the three, the what is it, the fifth, sixth, and seventh are still the whatevers. Oh, yeah. Although I guess with more possible outcomes. Oh, how do we do that? Wait, I might not be set up to handle multi for. Oh, oh yeah. Ooh, huh, her, her. Sorry. uh, I might not be set up to fully handle this, so I might not want to add multi to prescripted events, or at least it might take a lot to do that. So I might want to really seriously reconsider. Uh, 2,000 non-commercial calls per month, free. Not bad. That's cool, right? Wow, I've been streaming for like 4 hours, which is funny because I expected to look at the clock and have it say like 8 or like 10 hours. Oof. I started today pretty tired because I didn't sleep much last night, and I'm a I'm not an impressive person. um, but yeah, I'm shifting gears. So no, you know what? It was because I thought of updating prescriptive events to handle multi, and I was like, that's probably going to be a daunting task. No, it's not that bad, I guess. It's probably not that bad. Probably. I don't know. Probably not that bad. Probably. um, yeah, no, this is fine. This is gonna be fine. Um, so yeah, so one thing I have to do is I have to change the text does the caffeine in soda work for me? Yeah, caffeine works pretty good because I like never have caffeine. So like when I have caffeine, I tend to feel it. So yeah, I I don't know. It kind of works. I was caffeinated last night, so I guess I'll let people who saw my behavior last night say for sure whether it works or not. Because like if you can call that working, then the answer is yes. But that might be it might be stretching it to call that working. All right, so I'm gonna finish converting this stuff and then setting up this stuff and stuff in just a sec. But I'm gonna take a super quick break first, so I'll be right back. I apologize for the delay. I'll be back in just a moment. Back, sorry for the delay. Hey. All right, so don't like the color. I don't like that green color. Sorry. Alright, so yeah, I have to finish updating these datas, with the files, with the whatnots. Then I have to update the format, and then we can get creative. Yeah. Yeah, no, this should be fairly straightforward. I feel like. Yeah, my door is very squeaky. Sorry. Oh, you know what I need? I've been relying on caffeine for energy, but I need like actual like caloric energy too. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a snack. Sorry, just a little tomato juice. Alright, right, alright, this is good. Save that. Folder. So 2, 0. Get rid of these. Left. Right. Cower. Cower. Save that. Events, bridge. Get rid of these. Type 0. What was it? Cross. Swing. Cower. And cower. Letterman Bot 2 has got some practice in this game. He's kind of a veteran. Alright, save that. Bridge, kitty tree. Get rid of these. 0. Small herd of kittens stuck in a tree. Will you climb the tree? Fetch them, shake the tree, and catch them. Or cower in fear. Cower. Save that. Oops, did not mean to do that. Events, meadow, almost there. So 0, 0. Will you pick a flower? Frolic with deer. Frolic spelled correctly with deer. Cower. Fear and cower. Save that. Meadow, pirate ship. Almost there. He said repeatedly. Hoist the mizzen. Batten the hatches. Batten the hatches or shiver ye timbers. Shiver. And yeah, that's good. Save that. Right. I'm almost done. I swear I'm almost done. Will you shout for justice? Subdue. Or cower in fear. Exclude cower. Treasures. 0. Will you peruse a coffer? Examine an ancient relic. Or cower in fear. Is this the last one? It's one of the last ones. Exclude cower. Save that. Yeah, that was all of them. Good. We did it. Alright, so now we have to change how we load events, because clearly we're not loading them the same way anymore. So action, dictionaries and outcomes, good. Cowerbot. That sounds pro. That sounds pro. Sorry, I was just thinking maybe I should use like a synonym for side quest. Like a like a I don't know. I can't think of the right I can't think of the right synonym, but like so like thesaurus.com. uh excursion maybe? I don't know. Hmm. I, side quest is really right. I wish I could have gotten side quest. And we can probably still call it side quest, but picnic, trek, junket, jaunt, expedition. I don't know. Wait, I feel like with excursion, uh, doesn't it? Yeah, a short journey or trip, especially one. Yeah, excursion doesn't sound right though. Jaunt. Yeah, no, it's not supposed to. Yeah, all right. So no, it's not supposed to indicate like briefness or like brevity of the trip. It's just supposed to represent like the incidents, like the how it's not like the how it's like a side trip. Yeah, right. Sortie. Side trip. Yeah, of course you don't have any synonyms for that. Anyways, I'll either think of something or I won't. So, Let It Man, welcome back. All right, so yeah, let's finish setting this up. So type still inline one, and then so events I. So yeah, so if if lines 1 equals 1, then events multi equals true, right? Oh, oops, I forgot the colon. There we go. It's called multi, right? Event. Wait, where's the definition of event? Yeah, multi. Yeah, all right. So multi equals true. So then, yeah, no. So these don't happen anymore. Oh, action 1, action 2. So I should probably abandon the concept of action 1 and action 2. Probably. Yeah. This is Miniman's link picture of Etna. Where is Mount Etna? For some... Mount Etna. Not important, but whatever. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I've been to Mount Etna, but I haven't. I just, I was like, I don't know, the name, I was just like, have I been there? I don't know, it's just like, wait, is that one of the ones? No, no. Anyways. That sounds right. Yeah, what is that? No, yeah, that sounds right. um, I hadn't thought of that one. Well, so what do I want to do here? I think I just want to. Yeah, so I used to load in like there used to just be specifically actions 1 and actions 2, but I think now I just want to go like for Yeah, how do I do the regex thing when setting up an event? So yeah. Alright, so yeah, this is how I look for stuff. So I'll just borrow this. Right, so regex search research equals regex find all action sim plus yes. Except we're looking now in we want to look in line 3. Lines 3. So actually, and we can call this like act list, and then we can call this so exclude list equals refind all lines 4. What do we do with? Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oops. Equals, yeah. What do I do with research? For line and research, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so, where am I? So, for line in act list, if line not in exclude list, then events I should switch events I to a list, or events to a list and not a dictionary, right? I feel like I should, because it's a list, it's not a dictionary. Anyways, yeah, what? I don't know why I do it that way. Anyways, so events I dot. Oh yeah, you know what else I can do? Is oh yeah, yeah. While I'm changing stuff, I might as well do this. Change the names to the names of the whatevers, because kind of like how it doesn't make sense for the players to be all just in one lumpy folder anymore. It doesn't really make sense for the quests to be in individual folders anymore, so let's fix that. Not that it's super important. It was just one of those things that was set up differently initially, and now the way it was initially set up no longer necessarily makes sense. So I'm fixing it. Yay, look how much better this is. Of course I need to actually change this so that it's not just as such. It actually needs to, I need to re-instruct the game how to, wait, that's all, yeah, all 8 of them made the trip. Alright, yeah, so now we have to read this in differently. Because, yeah, so now, lister events, right, so now it's not, okay, actually that was simple. All we have to do is that. Cool, that was quick. Yeah, because they're not in their individual subfolders anymore. It's just evlist. Oh, no, not quite the opposite, actually. We can get rid of that altogether. Yeah. Oh, but then, right, so evlist I, right, so now we want to, yeah, no, the one thing we have to do is name equals evlist I dot split on dot index 0. Is that legit? I don't know, we'll find out. Probably not, but we'll find out. Oh, Lighterman, sorry. Oh yeah, thank you. Tog. Tog is the trick. Yeah, thank you for the heads up. I hope maybe you left already, probably left already, but yeah, I hope to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so events I. Right, yeah, this is where we're setting up actions. Actions. Index li equals 1 arbitrarily. For most of the time, these indexes don't matter, but they do matter for one specific event type. So, whatevs. All right. So now I think I can get rid of this. I feel like, oh gosh, what Pandora's box am I opening? All right, so then intro. Yeah, no, intro doesn't have to get split anymore. It doesn't have to get split and reconstituted. It's just intro equals lines 3. So that's simpler. It's a lot simpler. And yeah, outcomes work as such. So, oh yeah. So I guess actually, yeah, no, now that I have it working like this, the other thing I should do is like, yeah, outcome 0 still equals lines 4, but then for I lie in events I dot actions oh wait, no. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, no, just for lie in events actions dot keys. For lie in events actions dot keys. Oh, wait a second. Ooh. Oh yeah, no, we should just set this up at the same time that we're setting up the other thing. Yeah, so because we just have to make sure the outro text, like, so for arson, like, this is index 0. This one has to be indexed based on the first one. It's like chase. Like they have to occur in the same order. Because if they're out of order, then this whole court's out of order. No, sorry. Sorry. What am I don't even know what I'm saying. Alright, so get rid of this. We don't need to do that. We need to do something like this, but we need to do it where? So we need to do it here. Oh no. Oh. No, we need to do it. Alright, so yeah, we need to do I in act list enumerate. And enumerate act list. Oh wait. Actually, we can probably enumerate a dictionary? I don't know. If we can enumerate a dictionary, that'd be cool. But no, this way is better. Have I ever dressed up as Mr. Sinister? I remember Mr. Sinister. I don't have a clear mental image of what he looks like, so I'm gonna Google it. So I guess the answer is no. Oh yeah, yeah. Whoa. Cosplay is one of those things that, like, sometimes I'm like, I should do that. I should do that sometime. But it's really hard too. Like on the few times that I've thought like, oh, I should do that, I like started thinking about it, and then I'm like, wow, this is really hard. I did dress up for Halloween this year, which was like the first time I'd actually uh, dressed up for anything in like a long time. So that was fun. But I didn't go all out. It was a very budget costume. I think I spent like $30 on the costume altogether. $30 in like a few hours putting it together. That was it. um, Man, if I ever did have like a costume like that though, I would wear it a lot. I would wear it a lot, a lot. Like how do well, I mean, I know. I guess that's what cosplayers do. Is they they have like a stable of costumes, and so like when they go to an event, they'll like bring, four of their costumes, and then on each day of the event, they'll like wear a different one. Um, and then they as they build more costumes, their repertoire expands. Um, if I had one, I would I would wear it in a lot of occasions. I would wear it a lot. I would find occasions to wear it too. Um, all right, so yeah, this is gonna work because the list, it will necessarily be in the same order that we find them, I assume. If not, we'll have to double check. So yeah, we can double check that. So event, action, etc., and then the other thing we do is oh, oops, no, we can't. This can't be I. This has to be what, like RI. So yeah, events I, actions LI equals 1. Events event I dot outcomes index events actions LI. Wait, no. No. No, we can just do LI. Outcome LI. Yeah, outcomes LI. Yeah. Equals yeah, lines 5 plus I or plus RI. Because like for each action that we have, there'll be another outcome line. And then we can get rid of these. I think that's legit. I think. I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, then the other thing I want to do is print li and space and outcomes li, just to make sure that we did that correct. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna. Oh shoot! Alright, only let him in. Only the bots are playing. So, hey, we got a new follower. Maddie, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. I'm assuming I did. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you for following. Yeah. um, so, that is the challenge menu, man. At least you know your parameters. Yeah, only the bots are playing right now, so I'm just gonna. I know it's gonna be horribly broken, and that's actually gonna be a while before it'll be playable again. I just want to test this to see if it's even working, or if I'm working with like a failed premise here, like if it's just like a completely flawed premise. So, all right, here we go. Oh wait, cower? Wait, why did it only do cower? It was supposed to exactly not do cower. That's awesome. Hold on. So what did I do wrong here? What? I'm saying if not in exclude list. What? I don't get it. I do not get it. Not an exclude list. I do not get this. Oh, am I indexing them wrong? Is it not supposed to be 3 and 4? Is it supposed to be 2 and 3? Yeah, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, gotcha. Yeah. Derps. Alright, lines 2, lines 3. Alright, this should be better. Save that. And I did know that. Oh no, okay, wait, no, I didn't know that, because I also need to change this one. Intro is lines 2. So does that mean the first outcome? No, yeah, no. The first outcome is still line 4. And this is still, okay, cool. Alright, the rest of it should be fine. Alright, so I'm actually gonna pause. I can't really pause it, but it's gonna crash, and I can't care about that. So I just want to make sure. Alright, so the fire, okay, so good. For chase, this is lining up correctly. Well, okay, I'll just copy this, and then I'll let it crash. Alright, copy this, and then close the script. I just want to make sure that the actions are lining up correctly. So chase, the goblins fled. Alright, good. Fires, the fires are extinguished. Left, the boulder topples. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell with these two, so it doesn't really matter. One of them is pushing it to the left, one of them pushing it to the right. Cross, the bridge broke. Good. Swing, the vine snapped. Good. Limb. Oh, whoops, this, I misspelled climb. I'm like, limb? What the? Alright, so kitty tree, I misspelled climb. Will you limb the tree to fetch them? Alright. Fix that. Oh, so climb, reunited happily, good. Shake, floated softly, good. Flower, many bouquets, frolic, so this seems to be working. Hoist, yes. Batten, booty, yep. Shout, message, subdue, wrestle. Coffer, not much, shiny coin, relic, pot up. Yeah, cool, cool. Alright, so that works. Don't save this. That works. So we can stop printing that stuff and save that. So yeah, I broke the game and it's going to be broken for a little while. So sorry, no game for a little while, but it should be back in the not too distant future. I just have to check. Actually, no. Will the game work? Actually, the game might work. Actually. Yeah, no, the game works now. I forget. I think it might. No, probably not. Let me just double check something real quick. Well, I guess I can let it run, and maybe if it crashes before I get to it, then I'll find out. Yeah, because I took out references to action 1 and action 2. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, we're gonna find out in just a second where it crashes. Mr. Max Meyer, hey, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Huh. What program are you working in, Miniman? Yeah, oh hey, Fool's Duty. Thank you, Fool's Duty. Yeah, this is, these are the new graphics, that we've been working on for the past few days. So yeah, so now you can see action text on screen, you can see people's names on screen, you can see, all kinds of good stuff. How has this not crashed yet? I feel like it should have crashed. Maybe it's just like suspended, not knowing what to do, unable to proceed. Oh no, it's because no one's played it yet. Good. Alright, so I have time. Alright, so yeah, my definition of an event. Yeah, how am I going to do this? Actions. Oh no, I don't really have to worry about how it works anymore. Yeah, I can just let it go. Let it go. One with no, 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 no. There are actually no other references to Action 1 and Action 2. Awesome. So that was just that really already was just a relic. The game still works. Cool. 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 All right. Yeah, no, I guess when I did that rewrite, I fixed it and made it work good. I didn't I didn't fix my face and make that work good, but you know, uh, I don't think Unity 5 exists yet. Oh, is it like the demo beta version? Uh, is self-shadowing a pro feature? Ambient light? I don't know what ambient light is. For my projects, I always had to add light in order to have light. But yeah, no, I don't know. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna test if these, in fact. Oh yeah, the bots are at it. Yay, the bots! The bots! Yay, Cowerbot! Awesome. All right, so if that's working now, I guess I can actually just add more. I can just add more quests now. That was fast. Yeah, because I remember when I did all the legwork to get custom events working, like, uh, oh, oh, interesting. Oh, sure. Well, that's kind of neat. I would definitely use ambient light. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't talk about like what features it might have or might not have because I don't get too exploratory with features. I tend to just like find something that works and use that. So that I'm sure there are a million features I don't know about. um, yeah, how do? Yeah, no, I guess everything just works. Everything just magically works. That's really cool. What a wonderful gift from my past self to my present self is a system like a whole set of stuff that just straight up works. Uh, um, so yeah, what do I want to do now? Yeah, I right no, I just talked about this. I can make new events now. So so what events do I want to make now? I could do multi events. I could add in a multi event of each type, for example, and see how that works. And I could add events with more than two actions. I could go crazy. I could go off the wall. Just like completely nutty. I could do it. I could totally do it. It could happen, you guys. Um, yeah. So, all right, so, yeah, so event type 0. I'm just gonna start, like, I'm not gonna flesh them all out, but all right, so 0, multi, event type 1. Oh, you know what I don't have actually is event type 2 at all. I I kind of missed that one entirely. So I should add in event types 2 also. Uh, all right, so yeah, 0 1 1 1. So 2 0 2 0. I should add in 2 event type 2 0. 2 0. Uh, and then 2 1, I guess. And then 3 1. And 4 1. So how many is that? Like 6? No, like 7. So, alright, that's a few things. That is a few things I could be working on for now. So the 2 zeros, I don't know. I'll have to remind myself what event type 2 even means. Event type 2 is like event type 1. Event type 1 being like kitty tree and boulder. That one's tough for me to write for some reason. For some reason the other event types were way easier. I guess because I like the freedom afforded by events type. Yeah, I think I like the freedom afforded by events type. By events. Wait, what? By events type. It's an illusion of freedom, but it feels more like freedom with events type 3 and 4. Whereas event type 1 and 2, they feel a little more restrictive. Although again, like that's kind of a lie, but it's a feeling lie. It's a lie that I feel in my heart, which is more persuasive than a regular lie. Alright, so should I do the 2 zeros first? What are they even going to be? So yeah, so 2 0. Yeah, no, 2 0. Or excuse me, event type 2 is oh, whoa, Miniman's posting stuff and I was not paying attention. Alright. Oh, interesting. Wait, what is it that you were trying to accomplish? Like, if there's no light, make it this color sort of thing. Oh, I getcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, so its ambient light defaults to black. Wait, defaults to gray. Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Alright, yeah, right. So so the first thing I do is I decide, am I working in unlit, or am I going to add a light source? Those are like the two things that I always do, so. Yeah, that's why I guess I never really thought about ambient light. But now that you mention it, that does sound familiar, because like when you add an object to the screen, it starts out like grayish in tone, so. Sure, right. If there was literally 0 light, it would start out black. Alright. That makes sense. Enable shadows. Huh. Yeah, I just use such simplistic art that I never have to worry about like stuff like that. Cause yeah. Alright, so event type 2 is not like event type 1, because in event type 1 you need to all work together, whereas in event type 2 it's like, because in event type 1, yeah, no, there is a difference, because in event type 1 you all succeed together or you all fail together. In event type 2 you basically fail or succeed based on how much you can agree. So this is fine. This is easy. This should be easy enough. Wow. I usually start yawning way earlier than this, but apparently I made it to. Oh, because of all the caffeine, I made it a little later. I should not be proud of that. Yay, Miniman! Doing it to it. Do it to it. Doing it to it. No, that doesn't work as well. All right. So what's the thing that you want to agree on, or what's the thing that like? What's the thing that where agreement is conducive to success? So, yeah. You have to build something. Hey, fire burning Disco Panda X, welcome. And hey, Headux VT, welcome to the party. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone's here. Yeah, I really like follows because I really appreciate your viewership and your support, so thank you. And yeah, fire burning Disco Panda. That is an amazing name. I noticed your name is X Fire Burning Disco Panda X. Is that because Fire Burning Disco Panda was taken, and so you had to add the sorry. Anyways, what oh yeah, building thing. Oops. Oh no, my headphones. No, don't play it. Alright. Sorry, I unplugged my headphones by accident. Don't mind me. So yeah, all right. So we have a bunch of text. We have a bunch of notepad things open, and it's like, what does this have to do with game dev? But yeah, we're coming up with quests basically. We're making up event types. We're making up events, specifically events of different types, and we need to. Yeah. So now we're coming up specifically with a few pointed cases because we have fire burning disco fan X, welcome. Thank you for your viewership and your support. I appreciate it. um, uh, yeah. So okay. So the different event types in this game, I added in a new event type, and so like I really don't have that many events yet. Like I just threw in like 8 to be like placeholder sufficient for testing purposes. Um, so yeah, so that's because there used to be 4 event types and there were 2 of each type, and so now I added in a 5th event type, and so I'm gonna add in at least 2 of those, and then I also added in a like a modifier to event types where some events can allow you to cast multiple votes, and so I want to come up with a set of those 2, probably 1 of each kind. So then I'll have 2 of each kind of the single vote kind, and then 1 of each kind of the multi vote. I think is doable. But this part requires like abstract thinking and creativity, so it's gonna be challenging for me. I guess I don't know. No, I don't know. I like to get things good and interesting. So building is a thing where teamwork, right? Because like if like so let's say there's a challenge and you have to build stuff in order to. Oh, I should also. The other thing is I can support multiple actions. So I don't know. Maybe for the prescripted events, like it's better just to stick with 2. It's better just to stick with 2. Uh, huh. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Like with well, okay. So yeah, no, maybe no. That's probably not true because with the multi-select kind, then it probably actually makes more sense to have more than 2 options. Because like with 2 options, multi-select is like your only real options are one, the other, or both, which is not as interesting as it could be if there were like 3 options, for example. Because then you could pick any 1 option, you could pick any 2 options, or you could pick all 3 options, which is a little more variety there. So probably at least for some of the multi, if not all of the multi, I'll want to do like at least 3. Maybe for the prescripted events, that's like kind of the distinguishing factor. Maybe like, because like I also don't know how to message clearly that like you know, hey, this event type you can multi-select. So I'll kind of have to come up with some way to convey that information. Maybe having 3 valid event types is the way to do that. So the game that we're working on right now is actually the thing that you're seeing in the bottom part of the screen there is yeah, so that's those are the graphics. The game's kind of the text version of the game is kind of playable in this other chat channel. So if you check out this chat channel, eventually it's going to move over to the main chat channel. But if you yeah, if you check that one out, and I don't know if you can do that on mobile, but if you're on a computer, you can check it out, and then yeah, so eventually I've been calling it like a side quest for the channel. So it's basically going to be a game that's like always playing in the background, or not in the background, on the bottom of the screen. And I eventually will work on other game dev projects, but I want to get this one up and running so that you know we can play it while I work on other projects. It's going to be like kind of like a text adventure-y sort of multi-user dungeon sort of. Like akin to with a vibe of like tabletop role playing sort of game, I guess is how I would describe it. It's how I have been describing it, I guess. All right, so event type 2, you have to build stuff. Why do you have to build stuff? You can build a boat, but we already have an event about crossing a river. So why do you need to build stuff? You need to build fortifications. Winter is coming. You need to build. You need to. So the cold season. No, wait, no. It's raining. It's like a storm a storm. The the clouds. Uh, the clouds explode with torrential rainfall and thunder. Will you build a build so basically your options are to build something or to find something, and you're more successful the more people choose the option, because like if everyone chooses to build a thing, then like, hey, everyone wins. But if everyone chooses to search for shelter, then again, you find shelter faster, everyone wins. But then if half the people choose to build a thing and then half the people choose to search for shelter, then hey, we got a new follower. Boxers, welcome to the channel. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you for following. Boxers, hey. You know what's funny is am I on drugs used to be one of the questions in my frequently asked questions section, but well, you're welcome to try and slap me if you can catch me. No, I'm kidding. You're not welcome. By which I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I don't always make sense, but it's the type of thing where like it doesn't always make sense immediately, but the more you listen, like you'll get the gist. And it's partly because like, I mean, with streams you can tune in and tune out at any time, and so like I can only recap everything so often. But yeah, thank you again for the follow, and should we ever meet up in person, we can take turns slapping each other. But in the meantime, it's nice to have you here. So will you build a shelter, search, will you build a shelter, search for, what does respite mean? I am tweaking. Oh, so wait, hold on. I wonder. Hold on. I'm gonna. I've never tried actually picking up my laptop before, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this or if it's actually gonna work. But like, where can you see all of the cans of soda that I've drank in like the past short amount of time? I can't. It was hard to tell if that was actually visible on camera. I I am highly caffeinated. Yeah. Thank you, Boxstars. What does respite mean? Is respite, because I know it means like reprieve from like something bad, but would it be appropriate here? Short period. Yeah, no, that's too abstract. Search for, will you build a shelter? So no, will you build a tent or search for shelter? Build a tent, search for shelter, or wallow in a muddy puddle. And then, of course, wallow is the fake option. Exclude wallow. Actually, now that I think about it, I have an open can, too. So I did 15 hours of streaming yesterday, which was a lot. I stayed up until like 1:30 in the morning. It was a lot for me, anyways. And like, it's because tomorrow, wait, is today Tuesday? Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to visit relatives, and I'll be visiting relatives for the rest of the week, and so I'm not going to be able to stream. And I try and do 30 hours a week, so I might do a Saturday thing. If I can't do 15 hours today because I might not be able to do 15 hours today. I'll probably try and do a Saturday thing, but I'm gonna see how late I can go tonight. I didn't start until noon, so if I want to do 15 hours, I have to go until 3 in the morning. So that's gonna be. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll just make quests for the rest of the night, and then because that's kind of easy. Like it's not super taxing. I just get to be creative instead of having to worry about a bunch of stuff. So that might be it. I don't know. All right, so Wallow's a fake option. Oh yeah. So this is like oh yeah. How do we choose outcomes for event type 2? We've never really had to do this before because event type 2 always had event. I know. I have to spend like all tomorrow morning like detoxing before. Uh, oh really? Oh, interesting. I like Dr. Pepper. It's like sorry, I try not to actually say brand names on I like that Dr. Soda whatever cuz that's better. I don't know, it's just maybe it's cuz oh no, you know what it was? It's cuz when I was a kid we like never had soda around the house, but then like when we did my dad would get that particular brand, and so it always seemed so special. Like those few times that we ever had it, like that was what we had, and so I think that's why I have like a positive mental association with it. Or else it's just good. Maybe I just like it because it's good. Yeah, I also we covered yesterday. I'm not gonna die of diabetes. I'm gonna die of cancer because I don't have the sugary kind. I have the sugar-free kind, or the low-calorie kind, or whatever. In which case, it still has that like sweetness. Like it. I mean, like so. What I have here is like that Dr. Soda, and then also cherry cola, and I think I don't know. They're kind of similar in a way because like I don't know. For some reason, Dr. Pepper reminds me of like the type of sweetness that you get from eating cherries. Like it's like because cherries are like so sweet, but but it's like that sweet flavor. It's not just sugary. It's like that sweet flavor. Like it's like it's almost as if like it's not just a flavor which has sweetness, but it's actually like as if the flavor itself was sweet. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's like what I get from it and kind of why I like it. Uh, yeah, carbonated maple syrup. Not exactly, but like yeah, like carbonated cherry flavored maple syrup or something. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever described in my entire life, but it's actually really good. Trust me on this one. All right, so event type 2. Yeah, outro string. Okay, we just go with the popular one. Oh, right. Oh. So I guess like with yeah, I mean I guess like with event type 0, we don't need an outcome 0. We can just go with the popular outcome. That's funny. I guess I had the foresight to set that up for myself in case I ever wanted to do this, which I guess is smart. So yeah, okay. So like for event type 0, we never need we never we never really need to do otherwise. And so yeah, so I guess that's kind of cool. So we can just go like strictly positive with this. We don't even have to talk about like a negative outcome. Because like yeah, I mean like as long as anyone participated in this event, someone won. So that's kind of funny. Because a storm, getting caught in a storm is not necessarily a win-win situation. So maybe for the other event type 2, I should probably add in like a win-win situation. Uh, um, yeah, I get distracted pretty easily, especially when I'm in this state. But I don't know. I need a little time. Like I don't feel too bad if I get a little distracted because I feel like I actually like my brain functions better if I'm not like trying to like hammer it against like the same problem constantly without reprieve. So yeah, all right. So but I should finish these outcomes. So the first one, so the uh, the so your 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 uh, your makeshift uh, makeshift roofing keeps you almost warm. uh, no, that's sad. It's not a win condition. Uh, so no, I'll go like poetic. Uh, so like the precipitation patters harmlessly on your sturdy makeshift roof. And then what if you search for shelter? Uh, 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 um, it's supposed to be positive, but I keep wanting to imply that you found a bear cave. But it's supposed to be positive. So you're not getting eaten by bears. It's supposed to be positive. Um, uh, Excel? No, because this is actually the data file. Well, I mean, like, it might make sense to keep track of them in Excel, but these are, like, actually the data files that the project reads, so... Excel is like bringing, like, It's too much. It's way too much. Like... Because, like, this... Here, wait. I'll show you what the finished version... Like, we almost have the finished version. This is what the finished version looks like. It's literally just, like, this many lines. So... Yeah, like I could use Excel, but that would be overkill. That'd be extreme overkill. And this, like, these data files are way lighter. They're just so much. They're so small and easy to read, compared to like Excel. So that's what that's about. So the only reason it's taking time is because I do like fancy words. There's partly a reason for that. I don't always use fancy words, but I want the language in this game to be a little grandiose. Like, I want it to be, like, slightly, like, I don't know, like, I used to read, like, fantasy fiction novels, and there's, I don't know, there's a certain extent, like, in fantasy fiction, you can be a little more, like, over the top, and it's, like, kind of acceptable. So I'm kind of, like, going for, like, a slightly, like, hokey, like, slightly campy sort of bent for again, like, I don't care about all, like, okay, so maybe you get things from CSV or Excel. I don't care about those things. I don't get anything that would help me out of those things. So I mean, this is basically comma separated values, except I'm using new line characters instead of commas. Like, I chose new line characters. Like, yeah, comma separated values, sure. Nope, I'm using new lines. So thank you, but, like, it's like I get that you're trying to make a suggestion, but, like, you're trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist, I guess. Or you're just making suggestions. Or you're just asking questions, in which case, yeah, bring it. But, like, I don't know. Do you perceive that there's a problem here? Because there's not. There's definitely not. Alright, so the only problem is how slow I am. And it's because I like to come up with this, like, flowery language. Yeah, and again, I don't care about any of that stuff. Oh, whoa, did I leave a 3 in there? Alright, thank you, Let It Man. Sorry about that. I just retyped a bunch of this stuff, and so I probably... Wait, powerless bridge, you said? So, bridge... Yep, sorry about that. Alright, yeah, that's supposed to be a pound sign. Thank you. It's not going to fix itself until I restart the script, but that is now fixed, Let It Man. It'll be better. Alright, yeah. So there's your answer. This is comma separated values, except instead of commas I'm using new lines because it's more readable. So this is way better. Is the answer to that question. This is way better. Alright, so I want to imply that you're going to get eaten by a bear, but you don't get eaten by a bear. That's the good part. Uh, so, uh, well, cower is a. Your bot doesn't work when there's a pound sign in it, Light Up Man, because cower is a fake option. Sorry, I don't like it. Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice because I don't like it when streamers raise their voices. But um, uh, sorry. Oh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was writing a thing. Yeah, no, sorry for raising my voice. I don't like it when streamers when the volume levels fluctuate significantly in a stream. So I'm sorry for doing that. I did it reflexively because I was really annoyed. But all right. So yeah, you're not getting eaten by a bear. So you you spend uh, you spend some. I'm Light Up Man. I care about cowering. I'm Light Up Man. I care about cowering. All right. You spend some. You spend the. You spend the jury hours examining massive claw marks in the stone walls. You spend a jury hour. You spend oops, I got rid of jury. I'm Light Up Man. I care about cowering. I'm Light Up Man. I care about shivering. Zanny, welcome. That's my Light Up Man impression, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. So you spend a jury hour. No, I don't want it to be jury. I mean, it's raining. You pass the time examining massive claw marks in the stone walls in the caves stone walls that's all. I'm just gonna leave it like that. You see massive claw marks in the cave stone walls. You just spend some time examining that. That's all. Prove it, Light Up Man. No, don't. But until you prove it, unfortunately I will have to use that voice for all future imitations of you. I'm sorry. It's just those are the rules. All right. So this is rainstorm. Rainstorm. Cool. Alright, so now we have an event type 2. So now let's do another event type 2. So event type 2... Alright, this one should be good. This one should be legit good, because, like, event type 2 are supposed to be a little bit good. It's basically impossible to fail in event type 2. They're kind of freebies. Some of them are, like, the opposite of freebies. Like, some of them are, like, just continuously difficult or challenging. But no, event type 2 is just like, yeah, you don't have to worry too much. You just, you choose the action that you think is best, and it's gonna work out. Just don't stress. So did I say welcome back, Zenny? Welcome back, Zenny, if I didn't. And I'm probably mispronouncing your name, so I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for mispronouncing everyone's names. I do it because I don't know another way to live. Alright, so all upside benefits from teamwork. All upside benefits from teamwork. So Uh, party. It could be a party. Uh, it's a feast. It's a bounteous feast. Uh, no, the village throws a feast for you. A bounteous feast. Uh, uh, local. Uh, local villagers. Uh, local villagers host a bounteous feast in your honor. Why is this event type 2? uh, what game are you making? Is this like Shadows the game? Because like if this is Shadows the game, then it makes sense why you keep trying to get the shadows right. But like unless this is Shadows the game, like why do you care about shadows? Shouldn't you make a game and then care about shadows? I don't know. Just asking. Asking for a friend. No. And that friend is you. Boom. Yeah, I like Fool's Duty. I like a Fool's Duty's plan too. Alright, yeah, because it's more fun, is why. With, the Bounteous Feast. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm in a constant state of distraction. My brain is always pulling in multiple directions, and I'm only just more or less distracted from all of the other things I'm supposed to be thinking about. Alright, so, well, if your goal is to write a collision detection script and you've spent your entire project working on shadows, spoilers. That's not the project you're working on. I'm not just trying to be trollish, but a lot of people ask me like, and you didn't ask me, so maybe I shouldn't rib on you. But like, no, a lot of people ask me like, how do you stay focused when working on a project? And then like, I don't know why I haven't mentioned this before. Maybe I took it for granted. I don't know. But the number one way to stay focused on a project is just work on that project. Don't work on anything else. So if you're making a collision detection script, work on the collision detection script. And once you're done with the collision detection script, then care about shadows. If you care about shadows, and if you're done with your physics collection script and you realize like, oh, actually I don't really care about shadows. Yeah, I don't know. So like, yeah, so my point is that you're not working on a collision detection script, you're working on shadows. And so like if what you want to be doing is working on a collision detection script, like, I don't know, just saying. Alright, so yeah. Alright. So so I guess in answer to my question, you are working on Shadows the game now. Congratulations. um, yeah, so you're making Shadows the game, just in case anyone else asks. Alright, so local villagers host a bounteous feast in your honor. Will you... Do they all start with will you? I mean, I guess if they do, that can be another cue. Will you... Will you... Will you... Yeah, I guess they all kind of start with will you. Will you... Should they all, though? I don't know. On the one hand, it's like a visual prompt, so like when you're just parsing it real fast, you can see what's up, but yeah, I guess I'll stick with it for now. It's feeling very samey, so I don't know. I feel like I should shake it up a little bit, but you got Miniman. You already have a market now for your game. You look at this. You see, I mean, like, yeah. So I guess you're on the right track by like just going in whatever direction the project takes you. You found your audience already. So will you? Sorry, I'll stop saying will you. I'm annoying myself with that. uh, uh, so dancing is one of the options. Will you dance? Will you revel? I could just say revel. I like fun words. Does revel mean what I... Yeah, drinking and dancing. Will you revel? Oh wait, is it Bounty's Feast? Yeah, so we're not going to talk about food. It is a Bounty's Feast, and everyone gets food. But the question is, will you revel? Uh, oh. Uh, Actually, maybe it's not a Bounty's Feast. Maybe it's like, hey, Fire Burning Disco Panda, welcome back. Um, I'm trying to figure out what to do at a feast. I want to, so like, yeah, so the point is like, with event type 2, the point is the more people that choose a particular option, the better that option goes. So like reveling, the more people that choose to revel, the more, you know, the more of an occasion it is. And so yeah, and then I'm trying to think of something else. So like, I set it up as a bounteous feast, but maybe it's not a bounteous feast. Maybe it's a festival, and like one of your options is to revel, and one of your options is to like prepare a feast. Um, and so naturally, the people who work on preparing the feast get a better feast experience than the people who just choose to revel. Uh, I don't know. Preparing a feast doesn't sound exciting. I need to come up with something that is on par with reveling, so that way there's actually a choice to be made here. Will you so what if you don't prepare a feast? What if you just so will you revel? Maybe it's like uh so maybe it is a festival, and maybe maybe reveling happens in a different arena than the feast. So oh, so just a heads up, this is not a collaborative project, so not only can I not take suggestions, I have to actually actively avoid them. I don't have to, but I'm going to, because this is a personal project that I'm working on. I mentioned this just because, not because I, like, you're welcome, of course, to chat about the project and say whatever you feel like, but, yeah, so, sorry. I do collaborative projects sometimes, fairly often, actually. If you, yeah, like, I do stream jams where we'll literally, like, start to finish, we'll make an entire game together on stream. So, yeah, if that sort of thing's, yeah, no, no problem. Yeah, this is why I wanted to mention it, because if collaborative projects are the type of thing that interests you, I do those. So, I think, yeah, you're following, right, and so you could find you could see when I'm on and stuff. But also, I also post on my Twitter account at srsly_bz, like, upcoming events. So like, if you want a heads up for, whoa, I am dropping bandwidth like crazy, and I'm probably cut off. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I don't know if my connection is still stable, but my bandwidth is plummeting. Uh, Hopefully it doesn't drop. No, maybe it's back. Maybe it's better now. Hey! Uh, Room test Dede. Sorry, I'm sorry. I apologize for mispronouncing your name. Also, my display. Oh yeah, no, I don't know. My display was like super small for some reason. I'm gonna make it bigger so I can read names easier. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for. Oh man, my bandwidth is messing up again. So I don't know if you can even hear me, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for following. Ooh, whoops, this is not on screen entirely. All right, anyways. Uh, cool. So yeah, right. So what's the term for like when you like take the night kind of thing? Like when you like light up the light up the town square or something like that. Will you uh yeah, so host a festival, uh bounteous, host a adjective festival. Yeah, what is up with my bandwidth right now? Like I have this little indicator that like goes red when I oh, now I'm at 0 kb per second. So I feel like now I'm gonna get disconnected. No, it's going back up. I don't know what's up with this. It's like in the red zone. It's like staying in the red zone. Oh man. So if it gets bad, okay, sometimes the connection will go down, and if that happens, I'll probably just restart and come back soon. So just a heads up, if the connection does drop, I'll keep communicating in chat because um, even if even if it's like my ISP or whatever, I still have my mobile device, so I won't leave you hanging. But yeah, I hope if it does go down, I'll try and get it back up and running as soon as possible. So no worries. Yeah, 0 kb per second. Like it doesn't stay there for very long, but like it's like usually it's at like 1200, and now it's like at around 300. It like hovers around 300, and then it dips down to 0 for a short period of time. Well, yeah. So no, if I was gonna do that, Light Up Man, it would cut out the stream. So that's a terrible idea. No offense, but like, um, I, I mean, I can't do that. Anyways, so I can never hear you. You're talking in text, not in audible noises. So no, of course I can't hear you. um, oh, can you not hear me? Anyways, it's back in green, so maybe it's working now. I don't know. We shall see. Alright, so local villagers host a something festival, a something a something festival in your honor. Will you revel? Will you light up the town square? Oh, a bonfire maybe. Nah, light up the town square. Yeah, it's back in the green, so hopefully it's resolved. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, hopefully it's better now. We light up the town square, revel in a bounteous feast, revel at a bounteous feast. I don't know why. I mean, I guess this is just about a good time, which is why the popularity. Or well, you light up the town square, revel at a bounteous feast, or I wanna make a joke about nerds here. I want the failure option to be like or like I want the invalid option to be like like decline, stay at home, watch Netflix. um uh we light up the town square, revel at a bounteous feast, or NJ Howie Man. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. So I'm making quests or like events for the game that I'm working on, and I'm kind of slow at writing, so we're not moving at a brisk pace, but we're making gradual progress. So local villagers host a uh, uh, a adjective festival. Uh, Maybe this will be a bonfire. Will you light the towering bonfire, revel at a bounteous feast, or uh, I I really want like the last option to be like watch Netflix, but I can't think of like how to do that without breaking the fiction. Like it has to be the equivalent of like watching Netflix. Uh, but I don't know. Like this has mostly like a fantasy type motif because there are like goblins in the game, for example. Uh, so I don't know if Netflix is quite. I don't know if I'll be able to convey that message. I want to just do something normal. Uh, uh, or stare at your feet, I guess. uh, sure, why not? All right, so this is feast. Uh, yeah, feast. Or no, not feast. Festival. Feastival. Festival. Oh wait, and I didn't come up with that adjective, did I? I should probably. Oh, and I didn't even finish it. What am I thinking? All right, so I don't need a line two. So right, so light a towering bonfire. Uh, so actually, revel. Uh, light the towering bonfire. Uh, yeah, no, that's fine. We light the towering bonfire, revel at a bounteous feast, whatever. Uh, so what's the outcome? So the bonfire outcome is uh, 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 the massive pyre burns. Massive pyre blazes and uh, illuminates a long night of revelry. Yeah, I don't want to use the I don't want to use revelry here, so I need a new action term there. A long night of massive fire blazes and illuminates a long night of joyous revelry. Revelry. You Illuminati. um, there's an image. I think it was like I forget where I saw it. Probably on like Reddit or something. It was like someone on Facebook was like was like just like laying into this page for a nightclub called Illuminate, and like he was addressing them and like just like chewing them out as if they like and addressing them as if they were the Illuminati, and like they were like, "Excuse me, sir, I think you have us mistaken for someone else." um, so massive fire blazes and illuminates the long night of joyous revelry. What happens if you do something at a bounteous feast? Um, uh, Uh, so uh, many drinks and uh, many drinks and uh, you so wait you no you something about like stories no like you you uh oh yeah, so the other thing about this event type is that it scales. So like just because something's the most popular option doesn't mean it was like hands down whatever. So like I'm kind of trying to like temper how good this outcome is, because like if something just barely squeaks by as like the most popular option, then like that that should not be so tremendous, and it's the same text either way. So I should start filling in these blanks too. uh, oh, so actually feast will be the operative word, and it'll be a bounteous banquet. There we go. Banquet. We light the towering bonfire. Or feast at a bounteous banquet, or stare at your feet. Oh yeah, and stare is not a real option. Or it's not an option that gives points. So massive fire blazes and illuminates long night of joyous revelry is the one. What's the other one? Towering bonfire. No, that was the bounteous feast. Bounteous banquet. Feast at a bounteous banquet. You drink. You. 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 Drink. You drink. And what's a positive adjective for eating? It's like a really nice adjective for eating. Like, what's the type of eating that you really want to do? You. That's how my brain works sometimes. You drink and feast, I guess, is the obvious one. So the thesaurus mobile. So thesaurus.com. Oops, I'm not searching the right place. Thesaurus.com. Feast. The verb. Dine. Dine is a good one. You feast and dine. You drink and dine. You drink and dine and what's the thank you Kobe Carbon. Kobe Carbon. uh, yeah, when I can't think of a word, I just go with the thesaurus. I try not to use it though, because if you end up using it too much, you end up sounding like a thesaurus. So you drink and dine, and is there like a mutual verb for storytelling, like a verb to imply mutual participation in storytelling? Specifically, if it's ambiguous as to whether you're the listener or the storyteller, because like not everyone likes telling stories, not everyone likes listening to stories, but I want to imply that happens, ambiguous of who is doing what. What does regale mean? I think I know what it means, but is that even how it's spelled? Yeah. Entertain or amuse someone. Yes, that's that's definitely not it. Uh, yeah. Uh, that's the opposite of ambiguity. That's like very specificity-full, specific, very specific. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Um, so the massive fire blazes. You drink and dine and recount. Uh, recount. Does recount mean what I think it means? Recount is just like about storytelling, right? Tell someone about something. Give an account, or yeah. And recount grand adventures until you can take no more. You drink and dine and recount grand adventures until you can take no more. No, that sounds negative. Until you drink and dine until and I don't want it to go all night because like the bonfire goes all night. So I want it to be more about like until you're good and happy and have had a sufficient amount of bounteous banqueting. Drink and dine and recount grand adventures until or so you drink, dine, recount grand adventures until no, recount is the right word. Thank you, though. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I'm actually not accepting suggestions for this title because it's a personal project. So, I mean, you're welcome to talk about the project, of course. But if your question is ever like, how about this? The answer is no. It has to be no. So, just a heads up. If it seems like I'm being consistently negative, you're right. I'm being 100% consistently negative, or negatory, I should say, in that regard. But thank you again for your thought. So until you've had your fill also has like a slightly negative bent to it. Recount grand adventures until you can until what? Until, or not until. Maybe until is like the weird conditional that is giving it this strange vibe. All right, so you drink and dine. Whatever. I should stop caring so much. I should really just stop caring about this. I spent way too long on this one. And I'm gonna keep spending way too long on all of them for the entire rest of the night, and I'm gonna get nothing done other than this, which will be a little bit sad, because there's plenty more to do. So local villagers host I would use grand, I would use joyous, jubilant, local villagers host a something festival in your honor. Spectacular? Sure. Festival in your honor. Ooh, that's not good. Why is that there? No, you can't put weird line breaks places. Are you kidding? All right, there we go. Whoa, why was it doing that weird work line breaky thing? That was not. That's scary because line breaks are what I break on. So, uh, oh, huh. Yeah, hopefully it's better now by the time Streamslay catches up. Because, yeah, I think out of the corner of my eye it looked yellow, but it's back to green. So hopefully it's better. Um, Thank you for the heads up. So you drink and dine and recount grand adventures. Maybe that's fine. You just drink and dine and recount grand adventures. You drink and dine. You drink and dine, comma. You drink and dine and recount grand adventures. Yeah, whatever. I can fix it later. Because I don't know. I think that lands with a little more of a thud than I would have preferred, but I can't complain. No, what I can't do is I can't spend way more time just staring at this, not accomplishing anything. So you drink and dine. You drink and dine. You laugh and recount grand adventures. Whatever. I don't care. Done. Ship it. Am I using the correct data type or like data conventions? Yeah, I think so. Hopefully. All right. So now with the multis. The Maltese Falcons. No, I don't know. I do not know. All right. So there's 5 more to do. So these should be interesting. For one thing, I'm probably going to put in... Maybe for this one, I'll put in 3 real options. Nah. Maybe I should change up the will you. Or... Maybe I'll change it to, like, you can, and then make it, like, a list. Without or. Because, like, or is the operative word to omit, but or is, like... hidden kind of like in the thing, so like I kind of want to make it obvious up front. So like event type 4 is delimited resources. So this is an interesting one. Like, yeah, adding in multi kind of changes like the shape of the event, because like 4 is about delimited resources. So if you all choose all the options, like that could be really bad. Like there could be a lot of failure involved if you all choose all the options. Actually, no. How does that work exactly? I forget. If you all choose all the options, that actually might work out okay, because it might be that a perfect balance kind of like just works out. Is it? I forget how I did that. Event type 4. So it goes by a total. Huh. No, yeah, maybe 4 is... It's a little weird that 4 would be better with multi-select, because it is... I don't know. Without multi-select, it's about limited resources, but maybe with multi-select, it's just more about, like, balance. Yeah. Yeah, no, I guess the real the real differentiating factor between event type 3 and event type 4 is event type 3 is like everyone wins together or fails together. Whereas with event type 4, it's more like everyone for themselves a little bit. Which is kind of like how event type 1 and 2 differ. Which is why I introduced event type 2, to have that counterbalance from event type 1. So, hey, Vuki, welcome back. Oh, wow. You must have worked out. Because look how strong your caps lock is. Welcome back. Yeah, we're working on quest design now. Or, like, we're making quests. Specifically, we just added in, or not just, but, like, since the last time we worked on quests, we added in the capacity for the option to select multiple, the capacity to select multiple options. I can say it, I swear. I can talk, I swear. And so now we're coming up with events, and I keep saying we, implying that everyone's doing it, but this is a personal project, so I'm coming up with events. for the game. So yeah, I was like kind of just talking about how the I was talking about how